Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Chibi raimAI here. Wow, hi. How's everyone doing? Hi, wow. Oh, I'm doing the scuffs. I could have, like, done it on the actual, like, tier list site. But I'm literally in my art editing program, and I just made one real quick. I don't know how many tiers we're gonna have, so I just have a couple lines. Right? And then I have a giant folder with all of them in it. Hi, hello. Hi, we're gonna wait for people to pile in so I can explain what this horrid scuff stream is gonna be. It's I don't know, man. We're gonna try to power rank different autistic obsessions, and I have so many of them. You have no idea. You have no idea. Just me clicking here is lagging it. With how many images I have. It's just so much. So many of these. But I guess we're gonna have to figure out the tiers first, right? The tiers. And how we're going to sort them. Hold on. I think my computer's trying to die. Let me close something. There we go. There we go. Buffering. Is my internet dying? Did you know do the Mothman intro animation? It's because I clicked a different scene. It's okay, it's fine. It's not buffering on my end yet. Don't say that. Every time you say there's a tech problem, I get scared. Okay, guys. Okay, first, we need to figure out how many, like, tiers we should do, right? And exactly what we are, like, power ranking them on. The original idea was if they are all trapped in an autistic concentration camp, and it was, like, the social hierarchy of, like, who has more power over which tism, right? Like, imagine, like, a dumb high school, you know, like how you had the preps and the jocks at the top, right? And then you have, like, in this case, the autistic, like, freak nerds at the bottom. But this is only with, like, people with strong obsessive autistic, like, things, right? 1% more autistic? Yeah, it's also not even just that, just, like, who would bully the other ones, right? Who would have the more power? It's a fucking social hierarchy. So who's on top? I don't know, but we need to figure out the tiers, right? Roland suggested that we, like, group them together, like, which ones would be together in their own little, like, sphere circle. But I also think, like, like, who would... I'm thinking, again, like, social hierarchy bullshit. There's a lot more. You guys can't see. There's so much more. There's Transformers. There's trains, of course. Toy House Adoptables. Oh my god. Timepieces. Digital circus. Technology. Stew making. Stationary people are really fucking... There's something. Stamps. Speedrunners. Sourdough baking. Sonic, and then Sonic Chow Garden. They're together because they're basically the same thing. Sea Turtle. For some reason. So many people gave so many good, like, weird, random ones. Look at all these. This isn't even half of them, by the way. Retro games. Jesus Christ. Hold on. You know what I should just do? I should just turn off the layers so you can see them one by one. Hold on. Sorry, I'm doing this horribly scuffed. As I do. How many are there? Oh my goodness. No wonder it's, like, lagging. It doesn't like this. There's Pokemon, Otaku, Nindos, Nail Polish, MREs, Marvel Slop, Look Maxers, Legos, history. Oh no, this is demonic. That one's evil. Hazard Wiki, which is the same fucking icon as the Nendo's, because we're lazy here. HAM radio. Guns. Excel sheets. Everyday carry. Dinosaurs. Oh god, Deltarune. Cocoa Melon. Civilization. Cars. Cable management. Blue Archive. Beyblade. Beer. And then we have achievement hunters. That's what we have. That's everything we have. Suffering ready for power scaling Tism. Yeah, okay guys, we have to figure out how many ranking tiers we have. How many? So we have like the top ones, right? And then we have like the very basic bottom of the barrel, but how minute do we want this? Well, inciting government insurance? I don't allow that here, Mr. Glowy. Get out of here, Mr. Don Glowy. No yayos, no, sorry, there's too many. Okay, there's only so much time in the day to make these images. Only so much time in the day. Bombs are a parasite inside, they contribute nothing. Hold on. Maybe we start with just like these, and then if we need to get more fine newt, we can. Okay? 6 seems fair. How many of these hellish tiers should we make? Maybe 6 is too much. Maybe 5. What is the normal username? I forget. What the fuck what are you doing? What are you doing, Tatters? What are you doing? There. Totally even. Don't look at the bottom one, actually. Hold on, I have to fix it. Speaking of Tism. There. No, I'll just get rid of that one. I don't care. We have 5. We have 5. Okay. Let's just start and we'll figure out the tiers. I'll go down from like what I have. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh! How for Yu-Gi-Oh! I think they're more on the bottom, right? I feel like card games is basically card games. Where would you put them in a societal ranking compared to other autists? I think they would be... What are their skill sets? They're very... If we're just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's basically a lawyer's game with how in-depth the cards are nowadays, so... They pay attention to the, like, little details and they have to strategically think of weird ways to, like, fuck other people over. Right? So I think a Yu-Gi-Oh! Person would think they would be up here, right? Because they're like, oh man, I'm so smart, I have to, like, you know, game the system and blah, 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 right? But I think they're probably around this area. What do you guys think? Pretty middle of the road? I'm also thinking about their mental of themselves compared to reality. No, not full bottom because they are social. Outside of being smelly, it's mid. No, use it all, but how much you're willing to spend using your credit card to buy meta cards? Oh god. Yeah, I think they're middle of the road, so I'm just gonna put them here for now. Here's the yo-yos. Okay. Yo-yos. I remember in school, I guess that this happened at every school. There was some weird fucking yo-yo propaganda going around America where some guy would come to your school and chill yo-yos to you, and then you would get a thing and you could buy yo-yos and everyone would hit each other with it at recess, so they had to fucking ban it. And I guess that happened in many, many, many schools. What powers does a yo-yo-tism have? They can do cool tricks, and they can probably take you out with their yo-yo skills. It's like nunchucks, but a piece of plastic in your head. I don't know, I thought yo-yos were cool. I got a glow-in-the-dark one, which, you know, as an adult thinking back, is like, when the fuck do you ever use your yo-yo in the dark? So all you yo-yo autists or vets who look like they're gonna snap Rambo style any minute? Do they? I feel like... I don't know, on a social hierarchy... I don't see the, like, benefits they have within their tism that would make them have more power over the other tisms. Tend to not be super autist in general. I'm gonna put them. Are they more or less powerful than someone that plays a Yu-Gi-Oh card game tism person? I feel like they have less so. I'm gonna I'm gonna put them in this tier, which I haven't even labeled the tiers. Lol. Okay, Warhammer. Warhammer. I know the Warhammer people would be like, I'm gonna be up here. No, I'm sorry. I'm bullying you guys. I'm gonna bully the Warhammer guys. You guys think you would be top dog. You really do. But I think I don't know. I think you're like one of the two bottom ones. Say what you're ranking them on. I'm ranking them off of power scale. Like think about the skills they have thanks to their obsession with their hobbies. Right? So think of like all the skill sets you get with spending like 90% of your time in these things, right? So with Warhammer, I guess you have really good hand-eye coordination if you make your own and paint your own minis, right? I guess they have good memory and stuff like that because of like loretism, and then they have the game. I don't know much about the game. I know it's like battlefield like simulator bullshit. So there's some strategic knowledge there. Everyone that does play is rich. Okay, they have. You do have to be kind of rich to buy the fucking expensive plastic, so maybe they do have a little bit more social hierarchy because they have money, but all their money goes to plastic. Game autists are very different from lore autists. We have to like generalize them all together because if we got so minute, we would take 5 years for this. Strategy is important. Okay, maybe fine. I'm thinking about it. You think they're more powerful than someone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh? I guess, yeah, because they're like painting their own minis and stuff like that. But I feel like you can bully a Warhammer person really easy. So they might, I'll put them on the same tier as Yu-Gi-Oh for now. Oh god, War Thunder. War Thunder. Same tier, yes? Okay. Is it War Thunder that makes people leak, like, classified documents, or is it the other one? Bottom tier? Okay, we have to think about their skill sets here. I never touched War Thunder or of tanks, yep, okay. Also, hi, hello, everyone coming in. War Thunder people are actually in the military. Okay, so their skill sets actually in the military. One of their fucking cons is they love blabbing about secrets. If it pisses them off, if it's inaccurate, they'll just fucking tell you. Which I kind of relate to. I hate when people are not accurate with their accusations. I feel like in a social setting, they're very powerful, but because they are known to leak classified information, I feel like they would be suppressed more by more powerful autists, right? Also, hi, Caramelone. Years since the last leak, by the way. 17 days! Them engineers. Oh yeah, there's engineers, because these are actually people in the army, right? That actually have fucking, like, engineering and, like, whatever jobs. But we have to, like, separate, like, how would their skills work? Again, if they were all put in a giant autistic concentration camp, and they were, like, forming cliques and whatever, like, who would have the most power within this hierarchy of TISM? I think the leaking of classified information makes them even more dangerous, which is something to credit. I guess you're right. A lot of War Thunder autists were actually in the military and are kind of retarded. Oh, shit. Maybe, okay, maybe we put them in this tier. I haven't labeled the tiers. But we're just, you know, we're going off of it. Vtuber. Vtubers and Vtuber fans, we're down here. I'm sorry. Do we even have to talk about this? Bro. Bro. We're so on the bottom. We're so on the bottom of this fucking hierarchy. No one respects us, and that's understandable. Cheat sheet. You know for a fact this is true. And even more bottom tier. Oh god. I don't know. Do we even have to debate that? We all know what that is. Okay, like reptilian, like snakes, autism. They know a lot about a certain type of animal. I I feel like that would put them by yo-yos. Because what benefits do you get from this besides like identifying snakes and knowing how to like treat venom and reptilian shit? I feel like yeah, that's there. So would cannibalize VTuber schizos? Most handled they payathon. Sanctism have real world applications. But what else? I feel like it's not as powerful as someone that does like strategy or isn't actually in the military and knows like engineering. Who needs to be powerful? Yeah. Maybe in the right circumstances they would be okay. Okay, Transformers. I feel like anything with the fandom stuff is gonna be down here. Right? Because what you get from being into Transformers besides just knowing a bunch of like the lore and the characters and buying a lot of like toys. Shouldn't Warhammer be down then? Hmm. Yeah, but if it's like a strategy like typetism where you actually have to like gain knowledge and like better your mental, I feel like that puts you above certain like groups. Transformers is below VTubers. I guess because with like VTuber, there's a lot more creativity, and Transformer is just consume. Consume. Oh, trains. Oh god. Okay. Traintism. Or just vehicletism in general. They're basically mechanics. Or at least they're obsessed. They're a fan of mechanics. Top tier. But could they bully the other ones? Could they bully the other ones? I feel like they loop around to the where they're so into it, they just drop to the bottom. Basically, you're qualified to drive trains. Most train autisms aren't allowed to work with trains. Their eyes can flash blue and they will gain a bunch of power. And fuck up my supply lines. Top tier train autism, and you remember every episode of Thomas the Tank Engine. Move Transformers up because they're worse like Sonic. It's not how bad they are. It's how powerful they are, like their skill sets. We're judging it off of skill sets. Maybe I should put that in the top. Hold on. Wait. Wait, hold on, give me a second. So when people come in, they know what we're doing. Skills and power level. And by power level, I don't mean how autistic they are. I mean like how powerful their skills would be. Right? Hold on. Also, hi, hello. Give me a second. I'm improving my tier list. I'll just put this over here for now. Then I'll just do this. There we go. Nice. Okay. Oh god, I have to make sure it's not being covered. Sorry, I'm using my art program. I'm using my art program. So I generally have a lot of multimedia and even IT skills, yeah. Or IT skills. If we had furries on here, then they would definitely be top tier because they basically run the tech world. Which I'm surprised we didn't have furries, oh well. All the trains I know have jobs, oddly enough. I would put them on this level. They actually have like good skills that are worth a damn. Toy House Adoptables Collectors. Oh god, I know a lot about these people. They will bully themselves and they will like self-cannibalize. Or they self-cannibalize, they're down here. They think that they would be up here, but they're dead fucking down here. These people are freaks. F tier, yep. I mean, do we even have to debate that? No. Fine pieces. What is that? Oh god, you want me to explain? Here, maybe I should explain this one, because I know a lot about it. So Toy House is a website that was made to help you catalog all of your OCs. Right? All your OCs and stuff like that. And then it also has like a marketplace where you could sell those OCs, which are referred to as adoptables. They're basically NFTs before they are NFTs, right? Drinking my water. First 30 VTubers. And it's so weird. They will buy all these characters and do nothing with them. They just hoard them. They're like designer bags. Again, like NFTs. And you have like status ranking if you have an adoptable from certain popular artists and stuff like that, right? It's so fucking weird. And they self-cannibalize and they like stab each other because, oh my god, your OC looks like mine. Oh my god, did you actually get that? Blah, 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 blah. Another weird thing about Toy House is they have one rule where you can't have characters based off of like actual media, right? Tatters, why you keep deleting your shit? Calm down. Imagine renting out an OC. You're not renting it, you're owning it, and then you trade it like stocks. Right? Right? I don't know, it's weird. They're also, I don't know, they're too psychopathic to each other. They would just instantly maul each other. Find pieces. Running with an asterisk? That's true. You technically could just right click and take it. And then just bootleg the design. It could be powerful if they legit fix clocks as their job. That's just, I feel like I'm noticing a pattern. Everything is like mechanics, right? Engineering mechanics. Time autisms are trained tier. Don't forget guntism. Don't worry, they're on the list. Don't worry, there's a bunch of images. There's a bunch of them. Timepieces, I guess they're here. I feel like I don't know how they're more powerful than someone that has like military experience, you know? Oh god, Digital Circus. I'm instantly gonna put it in F tier, but let's at least try to think. Let's think a little. What skills would they have? Self-cannibalization. No media literacy. No media literacy. Yeah, they literally have nothing. They have nothing. RIP. F tier. F tier. Technology, okay. But they're just... There's a difference between being, like, obsessed and just learning a bunch about it and actually, like, making and doing stuff. But this is, like, a broad technology-tism. I think... I feel like... I feel like S tier is if they have both mechanical and social benefits. But I don't think technology, I think they're mostly just... Like, you know, there's another engineer. Very broad. What about weebitism? Low tier. I feel like if you're obsessed over like fandom stuff, you're just low tier. You have no skills. No skills. Technically, okay, VTubers I guess have some skill, but VTuber fans, some VTuber fans have skills. But okay, technology. Yeah, I feel like it's just right here next to War Thunder Trains. Not be top dog right now. I haven't arranged them in order yet. Hold on. Where's this one? Stew making. This is a good... They're basically cooks. And if we know autistic people only eat one thing forever, they have like 1 or 2 things they can eat. So they could literally control the food supply. Top tier. I think this is our first top tier. They are literally providing the like chicken noodle soup for everyone here. They're literally feeding everyone. They have the most power in this whole entire fucking economy. Oh my god. You would think that. Oh my god, a balanced meal at least, fair enough. What the fuck? Like, generally think about this. In a society with all these people and only these people, who would have the most, like, things that you have to rely off of them, right? It's fucking the stew makers. They make the food. None of these other autists will be able to make anything, and they'll just die because they only eat, like, chicken nugget, right? You'll eat my gai chow. To be honest, I could do gai chow and just eat that for a week. You can't make your own fucking dino nuggies? Where are you getting it from, huh? Or are you getting it from on this island concentration camp? Okay, stationary. I feel like people that have autism for stationary also just have like OCD or something. There's something going on there. They just like... The thing is, most stationary people don't use it. I would know. I have a couple stationary things and then I'm too afraid to use it because it's too nice. D tier. I feel like it's like the niche, very niche, but they have some... Do they have anything that would benefit in an autistic death camp? Yeah, yo-yo tier. I think it's yo-yo tier. It's too... I don't know how they would gain power in this structure. Yeah, I think it's yo-yo tier. Stamps. I think this is down here. They have like... They're just collecting stamps. I guess they control the stamps and the stamp prices, but I don't think many people are mailing things to each other. Actually, the stationary people would have control over the stamp people. Or would the stamp people have control over the stationary people? They would be the chronological history writers of history, and they write in their own language. That's how stationary wins. But we have the actual, like, history autists. I think they're more powerful. Okay, wait. Would... I think... Wait a minute. I think the stamp people would control the stationary people because they have to buy the stamps from the stamp people, right? If they actually want to, like, send each other nice stationary, like, letters. I'm actually recontextualizing this, so I think stamps are here. And then stationary would be down here. These guys have more control over them. Okay, okay. Oh god, speedrunners. Speedrunners are gonna be high. Because they literally spend all their time optimizing one thing. One fucking thing. They do it very well, so well they self-damage. Listen, if you get a speedrunner, like, solving, like, the best, what could you use besides, like, video games? I don't want speedrunners for sports, but they would speedrun, like, the most optimal way. Punch you! They optimize one useless thing, but if you have a group of them and they all optimize each different stupid useless things, I think they would have... These guys are more powerful in groups, right? They're all one type of, like, max level skill. But in groups, I think they could, like, win. Or like the Indian Untouchables, you've clearly never seen the modern... I'm thinking of old school speedrunners. Are they really that fucking pathetic now? They at least have to be here, right? Or are they really just here? They're D tier at most? Also station... No, I think the stamp... Ooh... They like speedrunners making a train? I guess you're right. The fucking HRT hit them like crack. And now they're down here, I guess. They purposely got gay ops to be downgraded. They knew their, like, power level, but maybe I should make a copy and then be like old school speedrunners versus modern speedrun runners. I guess I'll put them down there. Oh, sour. Oh, I feel like any of the food ones are just instantly gonna win. Sourdough baking. Maybe not as powerful as stew. You can do a lot with the stew. Where would we put the sourdough baking freaks? Yeah, no, if you're a white autistic male, HRT is like your crack. Be careful of that shit, boys. Stay away from that. D tier? Top tier? What skills do they have? They can bake, they can make food. They can make yeast starters. They would know a lot about, like, fermentation. Starter breakers can get ruined with the sneeze into the starter. bread is just bread you can get from Safeway. But this is okay. I have to keep reiterating. This is if they were all stuck on either an island or like a constitution, whatever camp, right? Where it's only other autists. You have no other like normies to help you. There's no like gas station or anything like that. This is a society run by these autists and only these autists. And it's like, what would their power ranking be? But you can bake normal bread. What, you really think the speedrunner is gonna bake his own bread? You really think the Warhammer is gonna bake his own bread? Sourdough autists can all have unmatched patience. You're right. They also have patience. I don't think the speedrunner is getting bread anytime soon. No. Oh god. You're right. Speedrunners are really fucking low tier because they would starve. They spend too much time optimizing. I feel like it's too... I think it's down here next to stamps. I don't think they're bottom tier. Oh, Sonic. Again, I feel like any of these are gonna be, down. They're gonna be down here. Hold on, I'm gonna resize some of these. Give me a second. Oh god, it's gonna break my computer, please. It's smaller. Here we go. Sonic definitely fucking down here. Definitely down here. Where the hell is Stu? Where is it? Oh my god, I should have done this better, but oh well. Oh well. Sonic has the potential to be very dangerous. Okay, if we're talking Chris Chan levels, he did assault people. He does have brute force on his hands. They are known to be a little crazy violent. But we do have document of them actually acting out in real life and not just online, so that makes them, I think, more here. Where do Kingdom Hearts historians go? Bottom. They don't have many skill assets, I feel like. Wait, where are you, buddy? Sea turtle conservations. Okay, they're just another, like, animal specialty. I feel like any of the animal ones are gonna be down here. RuneScape. Oh god. They're basically speedrunners. They spend all their time on the MMO. Don't even have to say anything. They just grind. They're fucking working on their, was it wood, kindling starting whatever fire thing? They actually volunteer and work, right? Wait, do you have, in the autism pools? No, I don't. I have a lot of other things. There's so many, don't worry. Roman Empire, oh god. Moids and their fascination with Rome. I understand it because Rome is very interesting, but goddamn. Goddamn. Any historian tiers instantly C or better because they got the lore brain and remember stuff. The war of the VTubers and trains. I remember. I was there. You would not take my love for Rome. You feed the Moid a little bit of like treats of like Rome history, and that's how you keep them happy. The founding fathers are this type of autist. I guess you're right. Wait. I guess people that are obsessed with Rome, they also like really like pay attention to their politics and stuff like that. Like Roman politics, history, all that. And those are usually more psychos, and they usually have more like skill sets to control people in society. I think Rome Empire autists might be up here. They might be up here. Because they'll keep trying to reinvent Rome, I feel like. Understand how ancient mechanic structures work, so it could be pretty useful. Why are you so early? I'm trying to start at 8 p.m. Eastern time now. So I have more time to stream and I'm not screaming at like 2 a.m. in an apartment next to other people. I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to be polite. You're right, yeah, no, I think the Roman Empire autists would basically become the government. They would do everything they can to try to make Rome again, but better. Oh god. Okay, what is this one? Is it just video retro gamers? Bottom tier. Bottom tier. I feel like, again, any of the like the super niche nerdy shit is bottom tier. What skills do they have? I used it PS3 purposely to trigger you. Haha. Google how old the PS3 is right now. Google it. Haha. Pop Mart fairy figures. Fuck it, I'm just gonna treat this like Pop Mart, which is like the Labubus and everything. They're the fucking consumers. Must consume everything. Hold on, I'm making them smaller again. There's too many of them. They're getting smaller. There we go. Yes. Oh my god, it's not organized. I hate this. They're down here. They're down here. Pokemon. Pokemon's really normie though, but like an actual Pokemon autist, like a real autist, not like a normie that's like, oh my god, I only know like Gen 1. Ooh, Pikachu's my favorite. Right? Why are we multi-specking Artism? Because we need to figure out who's the most powerful. Yeah, I think Pokemon's D. Even the card game, I feel like you're not as powerful as someone that plays like Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, they're definitely down here. I feel like, hold on. There we go. I should fix this, but I'm not going to. Oh god, the fucking... these little things. These are just another consumer. But they are super dedicated to something. But that... I feel like... Does that give them more power? What skill sets do they have? They have, like, design skill sets. They, can organize. They can mass consume. Pokemon autists are just beginner eugenics. Actually, wait, no, you have a point. Wait, I'm going back to Pokemon. Hold on. I'm putting this to the side. They have an obsession with breeding the perfect IV, like, whatever creature. So they're, like, into eugenics, basically. What power, like, how powerful would being spec'd into eugenics be? I think high D. They might be high D. We'll come back and organize them, like, by rank and stuff like that. Actually, let me try to fix this. Come here. Oh god, please. I hate my art program. I hate my art program. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to fix it. It's freaking me out that it's not correct. I always forget the hotkey where you can just click on it and then you can just go right to that layer. There we go. There we go. Hold on. I'm fixing the pictures. Do. Okay, but yeah, I don't know. This is such a weird idea for a goddamn tier list where I'm basically ranking them off of social power. But Pokemon, I guess they would be high tier D. Unless they really got power and they actually could do eugenics, but then they... With the Pokemon eugenics, try to breed out certain different types of autism, because that could actually be, like, really powerful. They could literally just make some of these tisms disappear, and then they can control what happens. The Pokemon ones are a threat, though. If they ever got all the way up here, it would be Jover. They would just eugenics everyone so they're only into Pokemon. To breed themselves. You know what, think about this. This island would, like, die out in, like, what is it, like, 60 years? Because there would be no children born. No children born. But then again, wait. If everyone is severely autist, that means you don't have to deal with normie dating, right? So maybe, I don't know, it will either have no population or have mass population. Right? Because we're completely removing normies from the equation here. Right? I don't know, this is such, like, we have to keep reminding ourselves there's literally no normies. Everyone here is severely autistic. Everyone is severely autistic. Up as various forms of EV to reproduce, but some of them will be into that. You gotta remember, you're dealing with autistic women. Like, look at the Toy House adoptable whatever collectors. Those are probably all mostly women. The future I've been dreaming of. Oh my god, I hate normies read. Like I said, that's how you save the population of Pokemon Autism Society. I don't know, I'm convincing myself that Pokemon is at least C tier. That could easily cause like mass like casualties if anything happens. Okay, these I don't know. What benefits do they have? The little funny obsession bags. I don't know. I'm gonna put them down here by Vtuber. Nindos. These are just another collection, people. Is like patient C of Pokemon X Sonic fandom? What? Want to unlock the super robot war autism? You need to breed a Fire Emblem autist with a machine mecha autist. At least go out in public so more powerful. See, now I'm like questioning certain things, right? Because if you're in a society with just autists, then you don't feel as bad to go out in public, right? How much of these people not going public is because of normies? If we remove the threat of normies, does that remove their fear of going outside? I don't know. It's crazy. Nindo's is nerdy normie Labubu's. Yeah, it's another collector hobby. Mostly still stay indoors. I mean, look at like conventions and stuff. Freaks go out there because it's like, oh, my kin, my people. My people, where the fuck is Transformers? You need to move. Move your fat ass. Thank you. I think it's gonna go down here. I'm gonna reorganize these, don't worry. I'm very messy. Nail polish collectors. I like how you can tell when it's a guy suggesting different tisms and then when a woman did, right? You could tell which one of these came from who. That's a D tier. These have Stacy energy though. Nail polish collectors. These are Stacy power like autists. Right? Imagine I know that's like contradicting, right? But if you're like autistic and into makeup and stuff like that, you basically have to learn how to mask as a Stacy if you want to engage with other people that are in your hobby. Right? It's A tier because of the social power women would have. And it's also just like nail polish collectors. Who do you think does their nails the most? Right? Think of those types of women, like usually what they do. They're usually the ones that like get into weird social hierarchy, like power drama, high school bullshit, right? Use the paint camouflage maybe? Kirsha's what I think of, yeah. Like think of Kirsha and like all the VTubers that are really into it. Yeah, cosmetics are competition. Right, we have to think of these people. I wouldn't say they were like up here. Maybe they are. This is basically like the League of Stacys. Autistic Stacys. I feel like they would be... I don't think... The Roman Empire basically like the high power like maletisms, right? I think nail polish collectors might be comparable. But in the woman way. It's really hard to explain what I'm trying to say. It's basically, you know how do you explain the female weird hierarchy system? There's like always a, so complex, you have no idea. They would be married to powerful autists? Oh fuck, you're right. Maybe they purposely marry the Roman Empire, like, autists. Oh shit. Oh shit. I don't know how women compete with each other. It's basically... It's all done in, like, behind the scenes. Women power struggles are behind the scenes and more social based. Right? It's a lot more social based, even if you're, like, autistic yourself. I don't know, it's weird. I think the nail polish collectors would get in bed with the Roman Empire, guys. That's all I'm saying. MREs. These are another, like, military types. They actually might be powerful because they are literally holding, like, food rations. I think they're more powerful than sourdough, I think. But I don't think... Are they on the same level as stew making? Orthodox autists cannot be convinced to leak secrets because of a woman. They can only be convinced by incorrect stats. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm saying the Roman Empire people would be more into politic, like, type shit. So the nail polish collectors would get in there. Romans would simply go, what would Caesar do? MRE people have a high chance of being crayon eaters. I would know. Where would you put... What type of power do they have? They literally have the ration stocks, right? They're probably maybe military or, like, obsessed with the military lately. Maybe... I think C tier? I think C tier. That's what I'm thinking. They would be grunts. Oh god. I think you're correct. I think they're like C tier. Okay. Civil Marvel's Cape Slop. Cape Slop autism. Cape Slop. They're normies. Normies cosplay as these guys. A real fucking, like, Cape Slop autist are the people on like, arguing about comics and then actual power level scaling. And their bedroom is covered in Batman and superhero shit. They'll wipe themselves out. Z. They're dead autism. OG comic fans aren't. They were destroyed by Disney's Sony. I guess you're right, they're probably down here. I'm putting them, like, over here. Oh god. Look Maxers. Look Maxers! Oh wait, never mind. The nail polish collectors are gonna hook up with the Look Maxers. Oh god. See? But what's their, like, skills and, like, power? Oh, I spelled skills wrong. I didn't even notice. Why did no one tell me? I forgot another L. No one told me. Oh god, no, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. They're fucking killing each other? You're right. Well, they're killing themselves. What do you mean? Powerful but short lifespans. That's most powerful people, to be honest. Look, Maxers are just slaves. But slaves to who in this society? I guess themselves. They purposely enslaved themselves for unrealistic beauty standards. D tier, because if there's a society full of autists, nobody cares about that. I feel like a Look Maxer autist would, like, basically be the most close thing you get to a normie on this island, so all the autists would, like, fear the Look Maxer in a way. But then again, they outnumber the Look Maxer. Right? I don't know, this is such a weird thought experiment. If we remove all the normies, and we have something like a Look Maxer, which is basically cosplaying a normie, would that in itself somehow breed normieism back into the society? Or would the autist be so, like, outnumbering the Look Maxer that he would actually just be his own freak in his own little corner? They'd be an outside cult renegade. They'd be easily shunned. Yeah, you're right. I think they have no normies to get a boost off of. And then they, like, self-cannibalize themselves and each other, right? So I think they're down here. And they don't have the social, like, crazy, like, skill sets that the nail polish collectors have. So I think they're down here. I don't know, this is crazy. Oh, Legos. Oh god. They can construct and build with bricks. And because they're posers, they can't do anything, you're right. All they can do is get, like, horrible surgeries on their faces. Take advantage of low self-esteem autists. A lot of autists still have bias to more attractive looking people. I guess you're right. Maybe they're at least... Oh god. Maybe they are at least D tier, right? Because I feel like a look maxer would mog a fucking MMO RuneScape person. Even in this, like, horde, like, society. Lego people would lose to transport people because if you have people dismantle stuff extremely fast. But the Lego people have glue. They have glue. They build out of brick. Horrible contraptions. Problem solving, but a lot of them are also consumers. Lego people tend aware that doesn't stop us. Listen, Lulu, you're just upset as a Transformer autist. I put you down next to the digital circus. I get it. I get it. Is Lego worse than Yo-Yo? Lego people can actually construct and, like, build things and make weird engineering. Yo-Yo people can just yo-yo. Like... I don't know. I think it's at least C. I don't think it's in the B tier. I think this is a C tier. Oh, here we go. Just history in general. So you have the Roman Empire, like, autists, but then you just have history in general. Would they also be up here, or would they be here? I guess, They go teams up with Roman fans to make the Colosseum. History B. History autists know a lot, but they're armchairs specialists. History people could also be propaganda people. How powerful do you think Cleo is? Depends on what aspect of history. What is... The most, like, one most people focus on is the Roman Empire, right? But we already have that. So this is, like, the rest of the history. Like, just European, Asian... Fucking people that know all, like, Chinese history or something. I think one of the homies is like that. He knows all Chinese lore. This is true, they would form an alliance. Do history autists get along when they're, like, vastly, like, different aspects of history? I feel like they fight because they're like, no, actually, this is a better country, blah 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 history because blah 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 blah. And they're like, actually, no. You just don't know this, blah 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 blah. I feel like they would just bicker a lot. Because I think I see that a lot. I don't know, it depends on how much their history conflicts. It devolves into pole. Oh god. They bicker but also have mutual respect. I think it might have a lot more mutual respect than some of these other ones. A lot of them would have infighting. Like, severe infighting. Guess we get along in artisms. Maybe it's A tier. I don't know. I don't think they're more powerful than the Roman aspect, but then again, this is so broad. This one's really broad. I might put them in B tier just because it's so fucking broad. Oh no, death. Death, this goes right down here. That goes right down there. Miku, same picture as Ned does. Miku. Okay, if we count the people that actually make the Vocaloid, like, actual songs and stuff like that, they would be a little higher rank, but if we're just talking Miku fans, down here. Down here. You know what, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's also people that make the music. I'll put them up here. I think the songs is C, just being a fan is E. Yeah, I'm gonna put them right here, middle of the road. HMA radio enthusiasts. Oh, these guys control the propaganda. The radio people, they control the propaganda. Vegan slaves are also slaves. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt again. I'm giving them the bonus of the people that make the music. What was before? You can't see it? It's Hitalia, whatever, how you say it. The disgusting, like... Okay, this is like the weaker woman version of being into history. But you're not actually into history. This is like the bastard child of the history autists. The fetishization of being into history is being into gay history. Yeah, they're down here. They're fucking down here. I'm just putting them behind here. I'm gonna reorganize this in a second. HAM radio, I feel like are here. This is will like Jerry rig a pencil into a weird way just to get better reception because their 70-year-old parts doesn't exist anymore. Yeah, and they also know how to like work the radio communications. They can blast propaganda. I don't know, they're just too high up there. It's just too okay. Here's finally guns. Here's guns. Good old fucking guns. Oh shit.
Etchna's Wizard 4862 said Hitalia is just history. Yowie, I will not apologize.
Thank you for the $2, but yeah, again, it's basically the bastardization sexualized version of history. But thank you for the $2, Schizo Wizard. Oh my god, guns. Are guns... I mean, if you have a gun, you just win. You just kill them. You just kill them. In an autistic society, the guntisms will find reason to use guns. Oh god. Yeah, no, guns and weapons. Yeah, they're up here. Oh god. What am I clicking? Please, come here. They're kind of just OP. They're just kind of OP. Oh god, the Excel sheet people and the spreadsheeters. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, you know history. I have gun. A tier? They are pretty powerful. Spreadsheeters scare me some of the most. Gun autists will not determine what is right, but they will determine who is left. Oh my god. Spreadsheet people are the bureaucrats. I can't read. There's so much data ability, B tier. Okay. We need to look at what other people are in each rank and compare them. So Excel sheet. Are they as powerful as basically someone that controls the food source? Someone that's basically the politicians, and then the woman controlling the politicians doing weird shit, and the people that have weapons. Right? Compared to, like, literally war vets, engineers, fucking engineers, technology engineers, just regular history buffs, and fucking radio engineers. I feel like B tier is just all engineers. Or like, yeah, something like that. You're building I have guns that need to kill an animal? Gun. I feel like, I don't think they're basically running the society. I think they're providing good services to the people that do run the society. So I think they are B tier, right? If we step back and we actually start like seeing the patterns within each tier, is basically who has the knowledge to control society, and then B tier is who gives the people that have knowledge the technology to run the society. Sorry, I'm like brain farting today. I think they're B tier. I think they're a high B tier, but they're a B tier. Right? What's this? Everyday carry. Everyday carry. Oh shit.
At Mr. Yura said reinventing the caste system from first principles.
We are, but only on autism. Thank you for the $2, Miss Yura. Miss Door, Miss blah blah blah. I don't know why I said that. I'm dying. Everyday carry. I feel like they're just middle of the road. Sure, they have knives and like weird shit in their pockets, right? What is everyday carry? Shit they carry every day and they're like obsessed with it. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I think they're middle of the road. Unless someone knows some like real shit. Oh god, dinosaurs. Like, I feel like any of the animal ones are D tier. I have no idea what that means. It's everyday carry, what you carry every day. Like, people have to have certain things in their pockets. Yeah, everyday carry has an answer for everything, yeah. That's kind of, okay. Side tangent. Something I learned with ADHD is we have a habit of putting, like, bags inside bags, and we also have to have, like, everything on us at all times, right? So I feel like I technically, like, slot into the everyday carry because in my bag, my dumb little FanFest bag that I still fucking have, I have so much shit in there that I need. I'm like, okay, I need like some pain measures in case something happens, like blah 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 blah, right? And then I also have like a smaller bag in my bag, just in case. It's like I can spread my exoskeleton and become like smaller, if need be. It sounds so normy. You think it's normy until you get to the like autistic aspect where you need to have certain things, certain brands, certain whatever because it works this way, blah blah blah, right? This like pocket knife is the best one because it fits perfectly next to my specific brand wallet because it has this function. I'm not okay. It's not a fanny pack. It's a was it a satchel? It's a satchel, bro. I wish I could just have a fucking wallet, but they don't make pockets for women. And it's like, oh well, it needs to be like smaller, just slim. But I don't care. I'll wear baggy fucking cargo pants. Just give me pockets. Give me fucking pockets. It's like, oh, but then like your pants will be heavy. I'll wear a belt. Just give me like, please, please, for the love of God, give me pants. Give me pants with pockets, please. I don't like having to dig around in a goddamn fucking bag. I want things in my pocket. I don't know. Sorry, that's me being autistic. Maybe I'm an everyday carry type of person. Oh, another fandom one. It's going down there. Oh shit! Hold on. I need to make space. There's so many. Hold on. We have to shrink this again. We have to shrink it. There we go. Nice. Deltarune down here. Down here. Someone like apparently okay, another side tangent, sorry. Someone DMs is like, oh yeah, man, if you ever play Deltarune, be careful. Be careful, like with the weird cosplay, like whatever counts. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, man, I just streamed Deltarune. It's like real bad. I'm like, oh. Imagine having such a like an awful experience with new time chatters that you have to warn your other friends about it. It's like I already kind of knew how bad it was, which is why I thought about playing it, but I'm like, nah. So I'm saving it for off stream, but then I just never play it. But it's like, imagine you have that bad of a fucking experience. You have to warn other people. Imagine. Oh my god, that's usually a sign. Most people don't reach out to tell others that, so that's like serious. It's like, don't do it. Listen, don't fucking do it. A guy I was talking to got so much death threats for saying chapter 5 wasn't great. I know nothing of it. I already know I'm better off without it. It's a fantastic game, just ignoring the entire fan base. Yeah. I played Undertale when it literally exactly when it fucking released. Like exactly when it came out, I bought it and played it. So I got like the most pure experience from that fucking game. I had the 100% pure playthrough before everything went to shit. Oh my god. I should do a Deltarune playthrough and do it in a way to bully the fandom as much as possible. I think there's literally a route called like the weird route, and then like people get upset if you do it because it's like, oh my god, that's the character is being weird rapey towards another character or something. I don't fucking know. I haven't played it yet. I played chapter 1 and then I haven't played anything else. I swear to fucking god, Who the fuck still has fireworks? I don't care. There's like people lighting fireworks outside. You're 2 days late, sir or ma'am. What the fuck? Coco Melon? These are like the autists. These are like, this is gonna sound mean. These are literally like the adult infants. These are literally the adult infants. They go down here, way down here. For weeks after 4th of July, the fuck? Brain damage to your real. Do we even need to argue? I don't think so. Oh look, civilization. Oh god, okay. As someone that plays a fuck ton of map games, does that make them better than a history buff? Or does that make them lower because it's just video games? Somehow I still think Cocobella autists can beat Deltarune autists. No, to which one? Are they greater than or weaker than history? Dude, my brother gave me some fireworks. They are like a quarter stick of dynamite. I left a crater in my yard. It was sick. What the fuck? Oh, you have actual explosives. Or because map games are spreadsheet painting with another name. Video game nerds can be coders. Theo history Pippa Civ. I think they are weaker than the Excel sheet and history people, now that you put it that way, right? I'm hearing a child scream. I think they just blew their, like, finger off or something. You know, that's what they get. That's what they get! I literally think a child just blew their finger off outside or something! Iceless, you high. Jesus Christ. You know, living in an apartment is interesting. Being around, like, so close to other humans, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I don't think any Civ skills are transferable. Well, map games are literally based off of, like, way back in war times, they would literally have maps and little figures they would push around. Like, that's where that, like, war games came from, and map games and shit. Is they would, like, plan that way. And they just turned it into a video game. So they technically do have a skill when it comes to wartime. So they're not 100% skillless, right? Cartographers are important. Well, they don't make the maps. They use maps to basically plan and coordinate. Like, okay, this group needs to go north and blah blah blah. We need to pinch them, blah blah blah. A little bit of Tism comes a little bit of fun. I think this Tism Island, like, camp, death camp would be hell. I don't know, maybe this is either the best ran civilization or the worst. The Civ is so removed from that, I hate to say it, but Total Warhammer is literally more relevant. I guess you're right. I don't know, is it? I've played, like, fucking map games a trillion years ago with, like, friends, and it was kind of fun, but I don't have, like, the craving for it. So I wouldn't know, and I also haven't fucking played any of the newer ones. I always like doing the, like, a tactic where you purposely stay in the middle of the pack, so no one ever really, like, thinks you're a threat, and at the end you just, pinch them, and then they explode. That's the best strategy? So easy, GG's. I love Civ, but it's Mario Kart for maps. I know, like, newer Civ games are basically, like, toddlerified. Really simulating programs, maybe. We always have to remember when we're, like, dealing with this, we're dealing with the most extreme, well, not, like, extreme, but, like, very powerful autists. We're not dealing with just, like, normies or the game developers making it, like, more dumb. You're dealing with, like, the core powerhouse autists that are into these things, right? Does Civ include the... I don't fucking know. I don't know. Maybe we put them in C. Maybe we put them in C. Oh god, cars. They're the mechanics. They fix everyone's vehicles. They're right next to the trains. Actually, and in an autist society, I feel like more people would travel by trains than cars, but cartism is strong. I would know. My family has all cartisms in it. They're all fucking mechanics. And they would like help make race cars and shit and like go to the Salt Lake City and fucking race. Go as fast as they can. Cars are like guns. Hmm. Hmm. Salt Flag. It's Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's it. Salt Lake Cities. It's literally the salt flats where it's like a giant fucking open flat land on like a bed of weird salt. I want to see this salt flat so bad. I actually never went myself, but my family used to go like once a year. Comes in a lot of flavors. In a society where trains are dominant, a lot of car mechanic autists would probably switch to trains. I think, but they, I guess they're very powerful in normal society because we have to use cars, right? But in an autistic society, would they be as useful? There's hardware people and competitive and military. Oh god. There's hardware people, competition civilians, and military. Yeah, you're right. I guess they go in B tier. I'm feeling. Then again, I feel like none of the autists are gonna go outside or like drive. So they might actually be downgraded to C tier. It's like, okay, another autist. They probably don't want to fucking drive. They'll prefer ride the trains, and the trains only need one train autist driving it, right? Compared to a trillion autists on the road, right? I don't know. I feel like they instantly get downgraded to C tier because the fucking train autist will take over. My grandpa's one, and he's more of an engineer autist. He's also really good with tractors. Really anything with an engine. Doesn't car have a lot of normies? The thing is, like, with a lot of normie stuff like this, is I think, generally, they're just, like, very high-functioning autists, but they're usually older and they just don't know they have, like, weird autism. Because I'm pretty sure I got my autism from my dad's side, which is the car side, right? And I'm noticing patterns within all their behaviors. You know, it's like once you become aware of mental illnesses and very like weird signs of it, you look at you rethink your family for a moment because that shit gets passed down. And you're like, you know, it is kind of weird that my grandfather only likes to eat two things, you know, and he literally just obsessed works on cars. You know, that's kind of I'm not saying they just do stuff with their hands. I'm saying with the knowledge we have on mental illnesses and shit like that, and being more open to it, you realize a lot of people, like older people, had it. It's just they, like, you know, tighten their belt, bunkered up, learned how to just mask as a normie or make do. I'm adopted, so it's all a surprise. You know what? That makes sense for you, Moist Rat. That makes sense. But just do stuff with their hands. Yeah, they were. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think they would be C tier. Like, generally. Oh, cable management. Oh my god, I do not have this. I do not have this. Fucking Brolem has this. I'm just like, listen, it just needs to be okay. It doesn't need to be perfect. I don't want to spend the time wrapping them all up because it's like, what if I need to move something and unplug it? Then you have to undo all the fucking cable management just for one thing. Just for one fucking thing. What the fuck do you mean by that? I just mean it makes sense. It makes sense. Your spreadsheet has been added another data point and it makes sense, Moist Rat. Okay, cable management. I think they're just like on C tier. Can't believe I got vague posted. SMH. I'm trying to actually think. Would other autists live in chaotic like wiring, or would they appreciate hiring the cable management like autist into their home to reorganize things? Personally, I wouldn't care, but would the other ones care? Enough to where they would have more power within the society. It's overrated, but looks good. Because we also have to think, like, is this a need or a want, right? I think the cable management autist will be appreciated in this world. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like they would be used as a service greatly. They'll be managing like interface cables too. You know what? I think they're right next to the Excel sheet people, right? They organize data, they organize fucking physical cables. Oh god. Blue Archive. For some reason, are they just the good old bottom tier down here again? Like all the fandom stuff is down here. Where does Blue Archive go? What skills do they have? They can post, right? They like anime girls. They can actually gatekeep their community pretty well. But I don't think they have any like skills within the society that would make them like higher ranked. They're high F because they have less pedophiles and groomers than other fandoms. True. True. They actually can gatekeep. They can actually oh god, they can gatekeep. I'll put them down here for now. Okay. Which one's this one? Beyblade. This is just basically anime yo-yos. I know that makes no sense, but it's just like a toy that can only do the toy function, and you're obsessed with it and you learn cool tricks and stuff like that. So it's basically anime yo-yos. Yo-yos can be customized. There's a whole bunch of different like things you can do with them. They're less respectable yo-yos, true. Not less respectable, I'm just saying they're like on the same level when you think about it. Yeah, Beyblade is like yo-yos but different. Yo-yos are not dead, you're dead. Who plays with yo-yos? The child across the street. I think they're D tier. Actually, yeah, because like what skills do they have? What skills do they have? They don't have many, they just Beyblade. They just Beyblade. Oh god, here's the alcoholics. Beer. The alcoholic autists. Oh, you know what, actually, I've been reading stuff about this. Apparently, again, going back to like how older people, they probably did have a light bit of autism, but you know, they just didn't know, or it was like stigmatized and everything. Apparently, a lot of them would drink to cope with it and basically correct their autism, like in social settings and shit like that. So I think the alcoholic beer autism people would generally be higher. I generally think they would be higher. Alcoholics S, they're the yeah, I've also like read studies about like literally alcohol fucking suppresses like symptoms of like autism. It's really fucking weird. It's really weird. I don't recommend ever drinking. Don't recommend it, but there's weird fucking studies, and that's probably why throughout history everyone's like, well, they drank it because the water supply was like shit, and they needed like some way to drink liquid. But I generally think beer has been like running like autist society long before people even knew. Yeah, high B, if not A. No. They have less power in autism society. No, they would. They would have more. Because it's like you get a tonic, and then you're not autistic for a little second. Balance out the Tylenol you take with your children by drinking a nice glass of beer while pregnant. Well, how do you think they make more autists, man? How do you think they make more? Remember, if you ever get organ damage from drinking, it's a skill issue. Oh god. I have organ damage not from drinking. I literally had to get blood work in a month because they're gonna retest my liver, and the doctor's like, okay, make sure not to take like any pain meds or drink alcohol, which fucking sucks because literally all yesterday I had a migraine, and I was just suffering. I'm suffering, but I have to not take shit, so then maybe my liver better. Think about the most alcoholic society, German, Korea, Poland, etc., and then think about how autistic they are. Real. And my fucking alcoholic dad again. I'm pretty sure he's an alcoholic to cope with his like tism. I'm like 99% sure. Like I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I'm sorry about that, Rami. It's fine. It's fine. I just gotta suffer for a month and then we'll see. Okay, if it's literally generally me taking like a couple migraine pills like a couple times a month that fucked up my like liver, I'll be angry. I'll be angry. I need those, or else I am literally like disabled for the day. The benefits are gone when tism is the norm. But when tism is the norm, even if you become a normie for a short period of time, it's basically like drinking a super tonic that makes you a Giga Chad, like, god for like, I don't know how many hours you're drunk. You stop taking them, you should be fine. I won't be fine because my fucking brain hurts and then I'm in bed recoiling. I won't be fine. Alcohol to cope with reality and forces himself to be normal. Probably. That's probably what my dad does. I'm gonna put them in A tier. I'm gonna put, but they also, I don't know. I think they might be as powerful. I think I might put them fucking in AS tier here. Because this is basically like, what am I trying to say? Again, like a super potion tonic that makes them better. That is like scientifically proven. What's the last one? Achievement hunters? Alcohol is what lowers in the air for both sexes, which allows sex. You're right. Oh, they're gonna have to like repopulate this fucking hellscape. Is with the peer people? Oh god. Okay, achievement hunters. I feel like these are better than speedrunners. I know a couple people that literally have to 100% any game they own. And they have gone to like hell and back for no reason. They're less than retro? Are they less than retro? Achievement hunters execute but aren't creative. They follow directions well. You're right. They literally have to follow directions. I don't think they're on... Looking how we categorized everything else, they might be C tier? Or maybe D tier, fuck. Because we have the people that literally control society, right? The people, again, the whatever. And then C tier. What is C tier becoming? I feel like, I don't know, where do we put these? Retro is compensation, achievement hunter is needing to be brainwashed to feel joy. Are they? I think achievement hunters are a bit better than speedrunners, right? I don't know. Maybe speedrunning is just achievement hunting. You know what? I'll put them in fucking D tier. At least. Okay, there. Now we can organize these things. Here, let me... Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on. I'm going to make each one in a different folder so it's easier. Okay, where the fuck is the S tier? Here's an S tier. Here we go. Sorry, I should have done this before stream. But I woke up like 3 hours ago and I had to do things. Roman Empire. Come here. There we go. I love the fact that I was able... The fucking nail polish collector Stacy's. Oh my god, wait. Ooh, where the fuck is the nail polish Stacy's? Oh no, there's too many images. There's too many. Whatever. Whatever. Wait, I saw guns at least. Come here, buddy. Come here. I have no idea where the fuck the nail polish went. Oh, is this it? Oh, it's MR. Oh, there they are. I just downloaded the mod for 100% completion. You fucking cheater. No joy. I hate people that purposely like install like cheats and stuff like that to beat the game for them. It's like, why? Why? You basically, you're not playing the game. I understand some games are CBT, but then it's like, just don't play the game. Oh, I don't like this one part that's literally like 70% of the game, so I install a mod that does it for me. Okay, here we go. That's all of them, at least for S tier. Okay, who's number 1 in S tier? I think it has to be Guns, right? I think Guns beat Roman Empire. Just because Guns win everything, right? Then it's Roman Empire. What comes next? I feel like beer? And then the Stacy's. And then the stew making. Does this order seem correct for S tier? I mean, you need to understand they lack a soul. Wow, you're just calling a viewer fucking no soul brainlet? She is autistic, didn't make the list? It's basically covered in other aspects. Stew is above beer. I don't know, I'm so dead set on the idea of how all the lower class autists would use the beer to boost their ranking for a bit. Venomous Snake should go up to B or C tier? Why? What skills do they have within the society that will help boost them? Also helps make safe drinking water in pre-established society, yeah. I wonder what Fred Fake is, lol. Okay, I think that's fine for that tier. Let me make another folder. Oh god, this is just gonna get more and more hell to sort. Where the fuck is... Okay. There's trains. Where the fuck is War Thunder? Oh, there it is. Now we need Technology Dog. And we need Cleo History. Where the fuck is Cleo? There she is. Come here, buddy. Come here, pal chum. Radio, autism. Come here, buddy. Excel sheets. Honestly, okay. I feel like I could easily have Excel sheet autism and Excel really great at it. It's just the ADHD literally nursed me. I remember when I finally got back on my meds like 4 or 5 years ago, the first thing I did on them was make a giant fucking EXL sheet documenting all the Nendos I wanted. And I made it like nice, well, somewhat nice. But then I've never made one ever since. And every time I keep trying to make one, I just can't do it. It was like the pure raw energy of like having Adderall after years. And being able to sit down and focus. I don't fucking know. Where the fuck is the EXO sheets? Where are they? Where'd they go? I know they're here somewhere. Wait, which one's that? No. I'm looking at the pictures. Where the fuck is it? There's cable management. Here, come here, cable management. War Thunder has to be bottom or B. Maybe. Hold on. We'll rethink this. Give me a second. Where? Oh, I already have it. I'm an idiot. Is this all of them? Yes. Okay, chat. Excel sheet autism should be S tier. Half the world runs on Excel sheets. I don't think they like the world runs on it, but they don't have the other skill sets that would truly like overcome people and be able to control them like fully. They are a tool. And of course, if the tool fails, then society like falls, right? I don't know. I'm sucking at explaining this. My brain scrambled. You know, War Thunder definitely isn't at the top here. I feel like Excel sheets is, right? And then we have the history people, because they're, whatchamacallit? Would technology or trains come next? I feel like technology. Because they all need technology for a lot of these tisms, right? They need their computers. Maybe... Would radio or trains? Oh god, this like ranking. It has to be pretty high in that they are proto-autist, the archetype, the pre-scholar classes. Train is an important symbolism. Maybe we put you here and then we put you here. Oh god, please tell me you're not gonna crash. Come here, let me click on you. Thank you. I'm scared that this thing's gonna explode. Cable management, important. And then our beautiful military leakers. Okay. Oh my god, I saw a loading thing. I'm scared. I'm so scared. It's going to fucking crash and burn. Okay. Technology's up there with guns? Do you think technology would be S tier? Maybe it is, because again, so much of this stuff runs off of tech. Without tech, you wouldn't have Sonic, you wouldn't have Pokemon. Well, you could with the cards. You wouldn't have fucking Hazu Miku. You wouldn't have Vtuber. Is technology? You know what? I believe it. I'm moving technology up. I've been convinced. I've been convinced. Come here, disgusting text on screen. Become smaller, thank you. Bro, I'm hearing weird sounds outside again. I'm scared. I'm not used to this. I'm used to just basement sounds. Okay. Boo boo. Oh god. Please move up. I don't know. This is such a weird list. Weird list, weird concept. Oh wait, did I not put you in the folder? Did I just hear a bleep boop or did I hallucinate that? They're coming for me, chat. Where's the MREs? There they are. Thank god this is becoming easier and easier to sort. Oh, it's almost like that's how it works. Civilization. Where, buddy? And then Cars. Where the fuck did Cars go? There they are. Cars the movie. Here we go. Let me make sure. Wait, what the fuck did I not put them in the- Oh, I didn't even make a new folder. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong folder. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, did I- wait a minute. Oh, the folder's inside the folder. I'm an idiot. Go in there, buddy. Okay, we're fine now. Makes sense. Tech would totally control the bottom tiers and influence all others. Yeah, even guns themselves are technology, just as specific. Technically, most mechanics are technology then. Trains are technology. Ham radio is technology. Excel sheet technologies. Oh god, okay. C tier. Who the fuck is the most powerful out of all these C tiers? I think car? No, I don't think car. Here, you know what? I'll hide these so they're not distracting. Timekeeper and car should be higher. Why timepiece? I mean, CIEDC? What the fuck do you mean? You're just saying words at me. I'm trying to figure this fucking list out. MREs, I feel like, are more lower rank, so I'm just gonna move them down. Pokemon, they're definitely moved down. They're only up this high because they could be a threat. Lego would be up more, I think. Everyday carry, civilization would also be lower. Cars would be higher. Timekeepers control all the clocks. No, it's timepieces, not timekeepers. You can read, right? You can read. I can't read, as you can see. Yu-Gi-Oh! Who's more powerful? Who's the most powerful autist out of this group? Oh, wait, my head's blocking. Sorry. Let me zoom out. I guess maybe the sure clock. Let's put them up here so we have a reference. Yu-Gi-Oh would be down here. Warhammer. You guys said that would be more than Civilization. So maybe go. I'm gonna put Legos because it's funnier if I put Legos first before cars. Everyday carry. Maybe it Warhammer? Then how oh god, this one's hard. This is gonna get harder and harder, I feel. This is gonna get harder and harder. You know what? Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna put Yu-Gi-Oh! In between, and then Everyday Carry, and then Civilization. I might swap Pokemon and MRE. Come here, buddy. Okay. So we have the people, we have the clock time people. We have Legos, which are basically colorful archetypes, like architects, right? You have cars, more mechanics. You have like strategy war game. You have the lawyer's card game. Everyday carry. Civilization, MRE, Pokemon. Well, us with their special interests. But, I feel like Everyday Carry is like more powerful than all these down here, right? But I don't think it's more powerful than anything here. I don't think. I think we're good. Maybe. Unless anyone has good arguments. Speak now or forever hold your C tier. Make a new folder. Bro, there's so many in these fucking tiers. It's crammed. It's so... more powerful than Yu-Gi-Oh? Okay. Let me go back. Sister, did you know? Did you know? Yu-Gi-Oh kind of sucks ass. There we go. It's too much. Ah, explodes, sorry. Okay. Stamps. Where the fuck are stamps? The stamps? Yes. We have sourdough. Which is funny how out of all the food ones, we put sourdough down. I guess it's too niche. It's too niche. The stews already cover a lot of the tism tastes, right? It covers so much of it. We have all the, like, animal stuff. The look maxers? The look maxers are such a conundrum in an autistic society. Like, what the fuck do you do with that? Like, it's hard to, like, properly think how they would be, just because it's like, well, in a normie society, they would have more power because they're basically wearing the, like, mask of a normie. But in autistic society, they would just, like, be very self-destructive and, like, harm themselves over and over and over again. Right? Wait, is this all of them? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Okay, let's look at these little creatures. Sourdough would be important early game if rebuilding society from scratch. I feel like Stew is good early games. Stew is just good all game. All game. Okay. Okay, yo-yos, I feel down. Yo-yos have no skill, they were just the first ones that we picked. Venomous snakes. They're good at identifying dangerous animals and stuff like that, and also the science behind them, and like weird chemistry with their venom. So maybe they're more up there. Stamps, I feel are more lower tier. Sourdough, I guess, is more up. Sea turtle, that is so fucking niche. Like, what if they're not even near where the sea turtles are? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? They're very down here. Look, Maxers, I feel are middle. Hazada Miku, I only like up them from a FD tier because of the music, like musicians. I'll put them slightly above Look Maxer. Dinosaurs. What are the, besides being autistic about like animal facts and like dinosaurs, I feel like they're worse than the sea turtles because I don't know what the fuck they can do. The Sonic autists are just physically violent and crazy, and they like running into walls. Right? So I feel like they also have the Chow Garden like breeding like thing that Pokemon people have, but less. And achievement hunters. I feel like they're here, right? We have. I kind of want to put Venomous Snake as a joke, right? And we have the sourdough baking. Sonic. Are all turtles one foids? Are all turtles once foids that are otherwise normal? What? What? Oh, turtle foids, like turtle autist foids. Okay. It's like, what do you mean by that? The turtles are like female until they just randomly become male? Like what? Like clownfish? Jesus Christ. Okay, where's the stamps? The stamps? Yes, it is. And then yo-yos and dinosaurs. Actually, I feel like yo-yos are even weaker than dinosaurs. Okay. Oh, it's so nice how they're organized now. I feel less stress. Maybe I do need the cable management autist, you know? Maybe I actually do need him. Oh, this is this fucking mess. Oh god. Oh boy, oh geez. You know what, I'm gonna shrink these. Come here. There's so many of them. Okay. Let me straighten some of these out. Well, come here, buddy. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Don't accuse me of autism grooming turtles? I don't know. I don't know what you meant by that statement originally. There should be a second F tier? I don't know. I feel like it just be how it be down here in the bottom like tiers. Okay. Vtuber fan, very bottom. You guys are we're going all the way over here. Transformers. High. I would put them over here for now. Toy House, bottom. Bottom. Digital Circus, bottom. Stationary, a little bit higher. Speedrunners, middle. MMO RuneScape players, they're above speedrunners. Retro gamers, above the MMO and speedrunners. Don't put us near it's speedrunners. What do you mean? Which one? Which one? Speedrunners are meaningless. I'd put them at the very bottom. Pop Mart figure collectors, bottom. Takakashi. Ooh. They're not as bad as speedrunners, I feel like. But they're no better than a Pop Mart. You know what, I'll put them here for now. I'll put them there for now. Nindos are right next to the pop figure people. Oh god, Marvel whatever universe. That's going right next to the digital circus. Hold on. This one also bottom. I think that's worse than VTubers. Oh god, okay, I really need to organize this. Hold on. I'm making them smaller. I know I could just make the image bigger. There's so many. There's fucking so many of these. Okay, where's Intelia? I can't say it right. Don't ask me to say words. I hate words. Is this it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's bottom. VTuber? Marvel isn't as bad. No one is chopping their PP off to the Hulk. You don't know that. You don't know that. Sir, do you know that for sure? You want to lock down on that statement? Deltarune, definitely going there. Hold on, let me move you. I feel like the Toy House adoptable collectors are basically they're just NFT like brokers, like stock like market people, but for worse. I'm putting you here. And then Digital Circus. Oh yeah, Coco Melon. Where the fuck did Coco? There's so many bad ones. It's hard to... This is the hardest tier. Here, I'm just gonna hide all these so we don't get distracted. This tier is generally so god-awful, it's kinda hard. So many of these just go in the pits. Hold on. Okay, Coco Melon. Bad. I feel like the most... Honestly, I think stationary wins. I think stationary is the highest low tier. I think that's generally what it is. Okay, Beyblade. Beyblade middle. I'm reorganizing this again. The Blue Archive is somehow better than most of the fandom ones because they know how to actually fucking gatekeep. Bottom tier has enough content to last a lifetime. Oh my god, okay, Deltarune. I'm reorganizing it again. Okay, what is worse? Coco Melon or Intelia? Italia. I can't decide, those are pretty tied. Top tier, yeah, no, stationary is definitely going to be the top of this fucking tier. That's somewhere around here. Nindo, blah blah blah. I'm trying to really think of the power level of a Toy House, like, collectible person. Because now that I have context, like, that they are, in fact, basically fucking stock market people, but for goddamn OCs, right? They do have a value, and they do control some of the economy. Because they spent too much on these fucking JPEGs. Chat, you don't understand that people literally spent thousands of dollars on a goddamn JPEG. All because it was made by a very popular adoptable artist. I'm using RuneScape as the MMO one. Bottom of barrel since they're too busy killing each other. But every time they make giant monetary moves, they like the economy gets affected. I think I'm gonna actually put them in the middle for now. Hold on. VTubers, we're suffering. Transformers, that goes wherever the fuck Beyblade goes. Okay. This is so messy. Okay, so it's definitely stationary. Who would be right after stationary then? Sorry, my head's in the way. We VTuber fans and VTubers alike, we gotta go to the pits. We're not okay. We're literally fucked in the head. We're worse than anime fans. I literally don't know what comes after stationary. What generally has more use within the society. I'm sorry, do I submit 5 Nights at Freddy's or Minecraft? I think we skipped over some of them. And there was a lot of repeats. We're obsessed with conspiracy. That has value, okay, but like real schizos that obsess over conspiracy theories, we are at the very bottom of society, even though we would be gods among men if we were on the top. Or, but I don't fucking know what that statement meant. If schizos were running society, it would be like that one picture where it's like a utopia. But because of that, we are purposely put at the very bottom. Right? In Autism Society, we are gods. We just can't breed with other schizos. What do you mean? Okay, literally, I swear to God, schizos are literally genetically engineered to be, like, so fucking OP that everything else does everything it can to, like, suppress them. Schizos don't like being around other schizos. We are completely, like, two reverse magnets, like, we push each other away, right? Even though if we worked together, we would literally just explode everything. It would collapse because not all schizos have the correct ideas, lol. The evil ones... No, those are called sociopaths. Okay? The sociopaths and schizos are different. Yeah, they had to nerf us. Normies and psychopaths try to keep schizos down. But anyways, okay, what the fuck comes after stationary? You want, I'll have bias. I'll put Blue Archive, because I think they're, again, their gatekeeping skills are very valuable. But they're still Blue Archive fans, you know? Okay, what comes next? What comes next? Unless we want to tangent more. No, psychopaths are different from schizos. Sociopaths manipulate, but schizos have theories. Schizo theories are sometimes wrong, which I guess is different from evil ones. But are they wrong, or is there not enough proof to prove they are correct for the normies to understand? And also, the reason why they seem incorrect is because they leave context out of it. For instance, the conspiracy theory, birds aren't real. A normie will be like, what, you think all birds aren't fucking real? Are you an idiot? But the theory actually is about, you can't trust things you see in nature because they fucking make weird cameras that look like birds, bugs, planes, drones, shit like that. That's what the theory is really about. But schizos will summarize it as birds aren't real. Right? So then they get pushed off as, lol, you're just crazy. He doesn't think birds exist. Yeah, birds aren't real. Bugs, not real. Real. A lot of birds might be drones. Exactly. The schizo will talk about these theories in a way that normies are missing context. Honestly, the biggest downfall for schizos is you need a lot of fucking context. Like, a lot of fucking strings and everything to, like, see the bigger picture. But it's really hard to explain and for a normie to understand, right? Okay, I'm trying to organize this. The fuck comes after this? Maybe... I have no context. I lost it all. Did you know the CIA made hummingbirds and fly cameras back in? Yep. Yep. Every, like, weird conspiracy theory is always, correct in a way. Haha. Haha. You know, I'll put this here. Okay, yeah, then I'll do retro gaming. And we'll do the MMO RuneScape freaks. Speedrunners might need to be lower. I think they're down here. And then you have the fucking weird economy of JPEGs. Where's Nendo? There you are, Nendo. Nendo. And then the other toy collector. I feel like Transformers and Beyblades would be near the toy collectors, right? This is basically where the toy collector go. Come here, buddy. Go right here. Move that fucking Miku over. Oh my god, this is so fucking messy. This is so messy! Where the fuck's... Okay. We're getting places. We're getting places. This is getting more organized. Okay, that definitely goes here. And then I'm just gonna like move these down. Did you have comic books on there? That's Marvel slop. That's superhero cape slop. Blade should skew a little higher as a part of collector because it's social. But what the fuck skills do you have as a Beyblader? What skills do you get within this autism hobby besides collect Beyblades and compete against other Beybladers? Looks at pile of wee-wees. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. The wee-wees would be down here too, okay? The wee-wees would be just as bad. Okay, so at the very bottom is gonna be these two. Definitely. 100%. Oh god, where did that one go? There's too much fucking autism. It's just too much. No, I'm gonna move these down so then I can... Wait, is it? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. Okay. Wait, where'd Digital Circus go? There it is. There, so I can move these over. Nice. We're superhero. I put superhero above Digital Circus. There we go. Sorry, I'm getting quiet because I'm focusing. I'm focusing on the slop. Where does Vtuber go? What's the Red Seas with the Beyblades? I don't listen. The anime isn't canon. It's bullshit. You left off whatever edit has from the list. Never edit. Okay, Broline was in charge of making the images. I left that up to him. I left it up to him. Put on there, he's a joke character anyways. What? What? Hold on. Where on, like, the really bad do we land? I think we're, like... here. Hold on. Come here, buddy. Move over. Vtuber, bottom. Very bottom. Okay. Now I can move all these over. Shit, there's... Why must things need space? Hold on. Give me the folder. Downsize. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Marvel. Vtuber fan. Fucking Digital Circus. Deltarune. Oh, that's not Deltarune. They're both black squares. Deltarune. And then at the very, very bottom, Cocomelon. This hellscape. There. There we go. Here is our horde tier list. Not gonna lie, when you said I'm putting superheroes on top of Digital Circus, I had that mental thought of Raimi just looking down and going, I'm gonna kill myself. Oh shit. Don't belong anywhere near that degeneracy? No, what the fuck do you mean? We are literally god-awful. Look around. Look at Vtuber and Vtuber fans and, like, tell me in the fucking face. Tell me in the face we do not belong near the bottom. Speedrunners are on the bottom. They're literally right next to Cape Slop and Digital Circus. We're literally at the fucking bottom. No social skills. Oh, this isn't characters, this is like autistic obsessions that were posted on the tweet. And this is most of them. This was most of them. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know, I think this is correct. Within a skills and power level in a society with only autists. I don't know, I think this is correct. Sorry, I'm stretching. I'm so fucked up and tired even though I just woke up. I'm not gonna make it, boys. I'm not gonna make it. Okay. I don't know. I think this is correct. I do find it interesting that I've decided that the nail polish collectors are actually the female Stacy autists. Oh my god. Really got 2 hours, you're fine. You're fighting the ADHD, real and true. I don't know, my meds sometimes work, sometimes they don't. It be how it be. I do find it funny, out of all the hell autisms, somehow Sonic got all the way up here. I don't know how, I guess they're just that powerful, they're that fucking threatening. They dominate all these horrid creatures down here. I kind of feel bad for stationary. That's like the last glimpse of like normalcy in autism. Even though there is no normalcy in fucking autism, but it's like when you look at all this, it's like, oh. Oh, I didn't even put like, you don't even need to say the name of that, you just know. And VTubers. Well, it's like, it's not how socially acceptable they are in a normie society, is if they could use their skills and power level to advance higher in this social hierarchy in a pure autistic society. The closest thing we have to normies is the look maxers and the nail polish collectors. Everyone else is something else. Okay. Okay. We'll actually put the tier name list on the side, and I'll post this to Twitter later, okay? What's your favorite nail polish? Your death. Your death. Oh, what else can I talk about before I wrap up? Oh god, now my throat! I posted the schedule. I still need I don't know why I'm delaying posting on the community tab. I literally have a mental issue. I need help. I need help. But yeah. But going on cons there? I don't know where that'd be. I don't think convention goers would have much skill set. I guess events. They plan and run events, but that's con goers, not con organizers. More people probably looked at your tweet if you think about it. Yeah, that's fine. Are you number maxing? Do I need to kill you simply? Okay. I think we're done for now. For today. I think we're done. Because Vince walking, lots of walking. So they got cardio. But they only do that once every couple of months or like once a year. I don't think they have cardio. Have you been to a convention? They're all fat as fuck. They're fat and smelly. They're not getting cardio. They're not fit. That's the only time they go outside is for conventions. Okay. I don't know. I'm feeling tired. I've completed my organization of the list, and now I want to sleep again. Okay. Who's else streaming? Other people should be streaming. Let me refresh. This has hurt me deeply. Good stream. It was an okay stream. Too busy running marathons 24/7. Holy, real and true. Okay, where is it? Edit. Customize. Add redirect. We got BB. And we have SS Isa. Well, I'll do BB. She's still doing her donathon. Go say hi to her. Go say hi to her. Be nice. And then I'll see you Wednesday for a hand cam. That one will probably go longer because I'm doing art and I take fucking forever. Nice little, actually painting with real acrylic paint. God knows what. God knows what, but I'll see you Wednesday. Yeah, BB's playing Fatal Frame. Oh, and then Thursday, Friday's Pal World Hell. Good luck, GG's, no rees. But I still need to post about the server, but I still need to get it. Oh god. Alright guys, bye-bye. Bye-bye, I'll see you Wednesday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye.